this is swinging shoulders, and this exercise is going to target your shoulder and also your knees. It's going to warm up both your shoulders and your knees, and it will improve your range of motion in your shoulder, because the movement is, when you're going to go down, you're actually bringing your arms your hands a little behind yourself. You're going to go down, and then you're going to go all the way up as far as you can without any pain. If it starts getting a little bit of pain here, just stop just a little bit lower so there's no pain in your shoulder. The object of this exercise is to warm up, like I said already, your knees and your shoulder. It's an awesome exercise to start the flow of blood and energy throughout your whole body. This is swinging shoulders. This is pushing twists, and this is another warm-up to warm up your waist and also slightly your knee, because you're going to be bending your knees as well throughout the motion, and is also going to stretch out your hands as well. If you have any problems with your hands, this will be a wonderful exercise for it. You're going to have your fingers together, and then you're going to press all the way out, and you're going to have your shoulders relax as well. Pressing like this is going to stretch the hands, and you're going to twist, and notice how my knee is slightly bending when I'm twisting. Going to go all the way here, as far as you can comfortably, and you're going to go slowly to the opposite side. And you notice, like I said, this knee will bend slightly, this knee will be kind of straight when you're going back and forth. And after you do this a few times, you're going to go back to center. Keep the hands, have a little bit of tension on the hands so you'll feel the stretch right in here. Go all the way up, you'll feel a little bit more in there. You're going to do a side bend. You can go just slightly, you'll feel it right here a lot, but also the key is to keep your feet grounded. You can have your legs a little bit wider if you can for balance, because if you go too far, you'll lose your balance. Maybe you'll have your foot up. The object is keep both feet on the ground, go all the way back, and then to the other side. Work both sides. And remember to breathe. And then after that, a little twist with the tension remaining upwards with your hands. Again, you're going to twist the knee a bit, or bend the knee a bit with this exercise. And then you're going lower down to start position. Take a nice deep breath. And then this is pushing twist. Okay, this exercise is called serve and bow. And this is a great exercise for your leg muscles, your hamstrings, and your thighs in general. And it's also going to help with your body as well. And you start out, just have your hands up, palms facing the ceiling or the sky. And the key is to imagine having 2 cups in both hands. And you're going to try to serve it behind yourself. And try to not drop the cup or spill the cup. And what you're going to do is, you're going slowly, so you don't drop the cup, go back, and all the way to here. And your arms will be straight at this position. You will feel a nice stretch in your legs. You can have your legs slightly bent at the knees, or you can have them locked for a nicer stretch. And again, have a little bit of side view. You're going to just go slowly and lower down at the waist area. And just one more. And this is a very good stretch for the legs and slightly the lower back as well. And this is serve and bow. This is hip rotation, and this will help get energy and blood into your hips areas. And the person that taught me this is basically helping with hip problems, or just, for me, it's helping the lower back as well, because it's a nice little twist. And key is, have your legs shoulder width apart or a little bit wider apart if you have problems with balance. Have your hands on your hips, and you're going to rotate clockwise, and then you're going to reverse. And you can start counterclockwise or clockwise, doesn't really matter. and this will help if you ever use the hula hoop. You have done this a lot. So just go one way and then the other, and it will definitely, you'll feel it in your hips and your knees slightly as well. And this is the hip rotation. Now, after the hip rotation, I like to do the knee rotation. And again, you're going to stay in the same position as your hip rotation. You're going to have your hands on your knees. You're going to have you're going to have a straight or natural arch in your back. Hands on your knees. And you're going to rotate just like before. And try to focus on your knees slightly more, doing like a knee circle. And you're going to just go comfortably. If you have knee problems, you could just do it slightly less. And this will help warm your knees up for the Tai Chi and Qigong exercises we're going to do next. And then once you're done doing that, slowly come all the way up. Okay, this is beginning, and this is an awesome exercise. And key point is, you're going to have a very relaxed wrist. Imagine having a balloon stuck to your wrist, and the balloon is slowly raising the arm effortlessly. So you're going to breathe in, and again, see the wrists? They're down like this. And then you're going to breathe out, you're going to raise the wrists up, and you're going to bend the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Now side view, again, the wrists are down, and then breathe out. One more. And this is beginning. Okay, this is flying eagle, and just like the first move, beginning, you're going to have your wrists very relaxed. You're going to breathe in, and breathe out. And this move, you only are required to go about at your shoulder height. You can go a little bit further out to improve your range of motion. This exercise is excellent for working your shoulders, and it will improve your range of motion sideways as well. So again, you're going to breathe in. You're going to lift the hands while you breathe out. And you're going to bend slightly with your knees. So again, breathe in. And breathe out. And a side view. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And this is flying eagle. This is expanding the chest. And this move is excellent because it stretches the shoulder and stretches the chest. And it is an awesome feeling. And just like flying eagle and the beginning, is you're going to have a relaxed wrist at the start. So you're going to breathe in just like the beginning. Then you're going to turn your palms towards you, thumbs up, or you can have your hands just relaxed, fingers apart. We're breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. And just go as far as you can. This will help the range of motion this way as well. And you're going to feel a nice stretch all in here. And at that point, you're going to smile. And then you're going to go back and breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. So, the movement in a very quick form. So you breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, smile, and then breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, and then bend the knees. And again, breathe in, breathing in, smile, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. And this is expanding chest. Okay, this is the 5 elements. And with this exercise, the key is when you're breathing in through the nose, and then out through the mouth, and very slowly. And when you're breathing out, if you are comfortable with your knees, do a slight bend in your knees to warm up or work the legs as well. And I'm going to demonstrate it right now. It's going to work the whole body. It's a very great warm-up for the whole body as well. And you're going to start, breathe in, and you're going to raise your hands all the way up until your fingers basically touch each other, and you're going to breathe out through the mouth, and you're going to bend the knees a bit. You're going to breathe in as you turn the palms. Breathe in, then breathe out. Breathe in and bring the palms back to your head, and then breathe out. And you're trying to press side to side as hard as you can. You'll feel a nice stretch in your arms at this point here. And then you're going to basically imagine hugging the tree as you breathe in. And then breathe out. And reach as far as you can. You'll feel a nice stretch in your lats and your body, your shoulder as well, and your arms a bit. And then you're going to basically do the same thing again, where you have your fingers touch. Then you're going to breathe in until you reach about your chest or shoulder height, and then you breathe out. Okay, one more time without me stopping in between each part of it. You breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, and then breathe out. And if your knees start bothering you by the bending of the knees, just don't do that, but don't lock your knees in and keep them completely straight. Just have a nice small bend in your knees, and this is the 5 elements. Okay, this is the perfect world, and it's very similar to the 5 elements. The only few differences is the 5 elements you're going to start up here. The perfect world you're going to be starting down here, and with this exercise you're going to have your legs a little bit wider apart and have your feet, your toes pointed sideways. And it's a very good exercise, but if you're uncomfortable with your balance, you can go just to your knees, you can go a little bit higher than your knees, or you can go a little bit lower towards your knees if you have very good balance. So you're going to breathe in, breathe in all the way up to here, breathe out, and the palms are going to be up at this point. Then you're going to breathe in, then you're going to breathe out. And the difference between the 5 elements and the perfect world is this position, you're going to have your thumb cupped into your palm, and this will actually allow you to press out a little bit more than the 5 elements right here. And then you're going to breathe in, and you're going to lift up your hands up here, and you can release your thumb, just have your fingers about finger width apart, and you're going to have your fingers touch here. Then you're going to breathe out, and right here you can imagine grabbing some water, refreshing water. You're going to breathe out, and breathe in. You're going to have your fingers all touching here, all the way up. This is very optional. If you have very good balance, you can actually stand on your toes at this point, and then breathe out. And I'm going to demonstrate it again from step by step. So you're going to breathe in all the way, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, breathe out, and you're going to bend the knees, breathe out, breathe in, palms up, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, grab the water, breathe in, and then out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, Breathe in. And breathe out. And this is a perfect world. We call this because it is working the upper body and lower body at the very same time. Thank you. This is press. And a few things you're going to have to do. So your feet, your toes are going to be pointed slightly outwards. And this is going to help with balance as well. And you're going to have your fingertips together, just like this. It's going to be down here. You're going to breathe in, raise up about shoulder or chest height. Breathing in, then turn your palms downwards, and then you're pressing down. And this exercise is working the upper body, and it really works when you're locking your hands and you're pressing down your hands right here. It's really working your tricep muscle right here. And another thing, when you're going to start, breathe in, and then breathe out here, you're bending the knees, but also your eyes, you're focusing on the crack between the ceiling and the wall. And this is going to keep your body in alignment as well. And once you're done doing that, then you're going to breathe in, and then breathe out. And it's sort of like the flying eagle when you're going down, right here. So again, you're going to breathe in, and then breathe out. And ideally, you should be breathing out for about 7 seconds. This is a demonstration of how to do it, so I'm very fast here. Breathe in, and then breathe out. And this is an excellent exercise to work the upper body, the press. Okay, a few key points is you're going to slightly bend your knees as well throughout this motion. You can pivot at your hips as well. Have very soft knees here, and try to make it a very flowing motion. And you're going to start with your left. Breathe in, and you're going to keep your eyes on your hand. Turn the hand right here, and breathe out. And once you hit your waist, you're going to breathe in, and then you're going to breathe out. Again, now with your right, breathe in. Turn the hand, breathe out. Then breathe in once you hit the waist, and then breathe out. And now, without me pausing, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And notice how my knee was bending throughout the motion as well. Now, I'll do it again. Breathe in. Bending the knee, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And this is the wave, and it is an awesome exercise to help with your balance and just the flowing of the motion as well. It's like doing a circle. If you really look at it with your hand, you're making almost a complete circle right here. And this is wave. Okay, you're going to have your right hand up here and your left hand down here by your stomach. Your right hand is going to be right about your chest height, and your left hand is going to be down by your belly. And you're going to breathe in, and breathe out, and you're moving your hands in a circle motion here. And imagine energy coming from your hands and hitting your organs, giving your organs a very nice massage. Again, you're going to breathe in, and then you're going to breathe out, and you're going to bend the knees if you can. If you have bad knees, like I've been saying, don't have to bend the knees as much. Just don't lock your knees. And it's a very nice circle. Again, here's a side view. Breathe in, then breathe out. And you go very slow. It's a very nice small circle. And this is moving energy. This is opening and closing. Very awesome movement. And it's a lot of movement in the elbows as well. You're going to raise up just here, and you're going to bend at the elbows. And imagine like a cobra ready to strike. You're going to have your hands, your fingers pointed this way. And then you're going to go down. And it's going to be up. And you're going just try to do it very slow and try to make all these movements very fluent, where I'm teaching you how to break it down, where you're lifting your hands first, and then you're bending at your elbows and your wrists, and then down. But really, it's a very fluid motion of this exercise. Side view, nice movement right here. You might have, if you have tennis elbow or problems with the elbow, maybe you could do it slightly less, do it like here instead of all the way back here if it causes some problem of the elbow as well. And this is opening and closing. Okay. This is lifting hands, and this exercise you're going to start on your left, and you're going to lift your hands up. Your left hand is going to be at your shoulder height right here, and your right hand is going to be about by your elbow right here. And if you had two lights duct taped to your hands and pointing up, the lights would actually cross each other at some point up here if your hands are perfect. And another thing is you're going to turn your left foot out, and you're actually, it almost feels like you're sitting on a stool from this position here. All the weight should be on your right foot, your knees slightly bent, and your left foot is slightly straight. Your hands are going to be up here, and then you're going to then shift your weight going to your right, so you're going to turn your foot and lower your hands, and you're going to shift your weight to your left, then raise your hands, and then turn the foot. And if you want to test your balance, when you go up and turn the foot, lift up your heel. If you can't lift up your heel, it's either your feet are too far apart and there's a lot of weight on your foot, or you just don't have the balance just yet. But I recommend just starting with your heel on the ground and just doing this a few times very slowly. And it's very relaxing doing this. Okay. This is catch the ball, and you're going to start with your left. And just like lifting hands, you're going to start with your left, and before you even move your body, imagine holding a beach ball, or hold the beach ball and just turn your hands around the beach ball. And you're going to then turn to your left and then turn your foot. And again, it's going to be a fluid motion where you're going to be turning your hands and your foot at the same time. And then once you get that down, you're going to turn where your left hand is going to be on top and your right hand is on the bottom. And your left hand is going to be shoulder height, maybe a little bit wider or higher. And your right hand is going to be down at your waist area here. And then you're going to turn your foot, and then relax right here. And then you're going to turn your foot, and your right hand is going to be on top, your left hand is down here. And again, you can do this very slowly and very fast, but I recommend very slow, and try it with a beach ball. Try it with any type of ball. You can have a small ball or a big ball, but it's a very nice exercise without the ball too. And again, just like lifting hands, you can then, if you are comfortable with your balance, just to test if your feet are in the right position, lift up your foot. If your foot, like I said before, if it's too far out, you can't lift up your foot really. And if it's too far in, it doesn't feel right either, you can lose your balance because your feet are too close in. So just make sure your feet are in the right position as well. And this is catch the ball. Okay, this is bounce the ball. And you're going to lift up your right hand, and you're going to lift up and point your hand towards the ceiling meets the corner right there, pointing at the corner. And then you're going to lift up your toe right here. If you can lift it off the ground, or just point your toe if you have problems. Again, you're going to have your feet shoulder width apart right here. And then with your right hand, you're going to lift up, point it at the crack of the ceiling and the wall, and have your eyes point at your hand as well. Then go down, and relax at that point, and then go to your left, And if you really want to challenge it, like I said, you can lift up the foot. And this is a very nice exercise to improve your balance because you're at the start. This is very easy to do at any level, but it can also improve your balance a lot. And this is bounce the ball. Okay. This is rotating the ball. And you're going to start by having your heels together, toes apart, right here. And then you're going to lift up your left heel. And then you're going to do a half moon circle. And then land with your heel. And you're going to do this because Tai Chi was originally a martial arts. And if you land on your toe, you're having weight here. You're committed. If you have your heel down, you can actually kick with that foot still. So this is just a little simple thing that I will add to this. And you're going to rotate slightly, heel down first, then toe, and then you're imagining holding a ball, a beach ball, and you're going to turn to your left, and then you're going to reach out. You're not going to reach too far out. Again, you'll lose balance if you reach too far out. You're going to go as far comfortably as possible. Both your feet are going to be on the ground at this point. And you're going to rotate it up and down in a circle motion. It's okay to have a slight bend in your knees when you're rotating back and forth. Very slowly. And try and make a perfect circle up and down as well. And then once you do it for a few times, then you reverse the rotation. And then once you're done doing that, your hands down, then you can lean in a bit and then press off and then come back. And you're going to basically land when your foot out, then you land with your toe slightly pointed outwards. And this will be perfect. It's almost the starting position. You're going to lift up your right heel, and then you're going to rotate again, landing on your heel first, then your toe, then you're going to have the ball in your right side, and you're going to rotate it. And remember to breathe. And this is a very good exercise. It does warm up the chest muscles, the shoulder muscles, your arms, because you're bending at the elbow as well. And then once you're done doing one way, then reverse. And you'll feel the weight shifting from one leg to the other. And then once you're done doing that, lower your hands. Then go back, and this is rotating the ball. This is polishing the table, and just like rotating the ball, you're going to start with your heels together, toes apart, and it's going to be on your left side as well. And if you have balance problems, have your arms up here or down here to help with your balance. So demonstrating that, lift up your heel, then you rotate it half moon circle, and then land, heel first, then toe. And then you're going to have your hands like on a table, and you're polishing the table. And again, with this movement, you're not going too far out where all your balance is on the front leg. It's going to be about 70% on the back leg actually, and then 30% on the front leg. And you're going to have your knees slightly bent when you're doing this motion. And imagine polishing a circular table. You're going to try to go as perfect with each rotation as you can. And then once you're done doing that, you then reverse the circle. Like this exercise, you're having a circle this way. But rotating the ball, you were basically polishing a table this way. So, again, this is the motion. You could stay just right here and just do your arms as well. You have really bad balancing issues. Or if you can, go out slightly bit more by bending the knees. And then once you're done, have your arms down here or up here if you have balance problems. Lean in with the front leg bit, and then kick out, and then land. And then lift up the right heel, then rotate it, land with the heel first, then toe, and then polish the table. And again, this is very slow motion, and this will work the shoulder, the arm, the chest, the legs, the hips, because of you're moving back and forth. And this is a very, very good exercise. Alright, you go back. And this is polishing the table. This is step back and twist. And again, if you have problems with your balance, have your arms out here, and you're going to lift up your foot, your left foot, and you're going to step back slightly, and you're going to step back on an angle. Reason for it is it's going to help with your balance. If you step straight back, you really don't have balance. You saw me right here. If I was stepping back like this, my body is actually stepping back as well, counter it. But if you step back on an angle, like towards the corner, you have more balance. It's more flexible right here. And again, once you lower your hands, in this exercise with your left hand, you're going to lift up your left hand, and then you're going to follow your left hand all the way, and then go back. And once you reach the front position again, lower your left hand, then lift up your right hand, and do the twist again. And that is the left side. And then once you're done, if you have balance problems, again, just do it like this. And then shift your weight to your left side slightly, so your right leg is free to move. And you're going to step back. And again, you're going to lower your arms. Then you're going to raise your right arm, and then twist. Twist as far as you can, and this will improve your range of motion with both sides, because you're raising your both arms on both sides. And with this exercise, you can go slow, really slow. Just take it at your own pace. Or if you're bored, you can go a little bit faster. But I recommend doing it slow, so you're working all the muscles, all the balancing muscles in perfect form. And again, with this stretch, or this twist, you can also notice my knees are bending when I'm twisting slightly. If you have bad knees, have your legs closer together and do it slightly slower so you don't bend your knees as much. And again, I'll show you it on the left side again. Lift up, step back, and then you're going to twist very slowly. Your hand is about shoulder height as well. Shoulder height, and you're twisting. And you're twisting at your waist. You're not just moving your arm back. You're actually twisting. Okay. And this is step back and twist. Okay, this is pressing down. And you're going to have your palms facing the ground, facing the floor. Your wrist is going to be cocked up slightly. Fingers are apart, just like this. And imagine pressing down on an object. You're going to relax here, breathe in, and then breathe out. You're tightening everything, tightening your whole body here. Then you're going to breathe in, breathe out. And it's very, very subtle of a pressing down motion. It is very subtle, but you'll feel it internally so much. And this is pressing down. Okay, this is going my way, and you're going to make a fist just with the thumb out, just like this. And just like pressing down, you're going to have your hand, your wrist slightly cocked like this. If you have wrist problems or you're not sure about your wrist, you can just have it just like a normal side like this. And the motion here is you're going to breathe in, having your body relax. Then you're going to breathe out, turning the wrist, and then you're going to be flexing, and you're going to make that fist slightly. And when you're going to breathe out, you're flexing everything, but you're not flexing it so hard that you're shaking uncontrollably. You can shake very slightly, but not much. Imagine you're working your muscles very intense, tenser than they're actually working. And again, breathe in, breathe out. And you're bending the knees and flexing everything. You're flexing your chest, your stomach, your shoulders. Is working everything. And here's a demonstration of the one if you have wrist issues. Breathe in, breathe out. And this is going my way. This is turning the wrists, and you're going to have your hands up here, palms facing the ceiling or the sky. You're going to breathe in. And you're going to turn your wrist downwards, and then you're going to have your fingertips all touching each other. And you're flexing your fingertips, you're pressing them all together, pressing down. It's working the hand muscles and the forearm muscles, and you're flexing everything. So again, you're going to breathe in, turning the wrists, pressing down. And like that one, I was shaking a little bit. You're trying to press down, but not too hard. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And this will work on your forearm muscles, your wrist movement, because you're turning of the wrist and you're working the fingers independently of each other as well, because you're pressing down with each fingers. And this is turning the wrist. This is called bicep curl and flex. And the reason why I call it that is instead of just doing a normal bicep curl where you're lifting weights, and some people really don't work the muscles quite right because they'll just lift it up and down, they're counting the reps, not really working the muscle. What I want you to do is you're going to do a bicep curl, but then you're going to make a fist with your hands, and you're going to flex, concentrate on your biceps, but you're going to flex everything like all these other exercises again. So, look for, your hands are going to be straight, your wrist is straight, your elbow is straight, right here, and then you're going to breathe in, and then breathe out, and you're flexing everything, you're bending your knees as well, and you're going as high up as you can, and then all the way down. You're not starting here and just doing this. You're not doing a preacher curl. You're doing a full range of motion to improve your range of motion. And side view, you're breathing in, then breathe out. And it's a very nice movement. And that's why I call it bicep curl and flex. Okay. This is one of the exercises to close up our workout routine. Is called the energy burst, and it will give you a nice buzz, nice energy boost. And you're going to start by bending your knees, lowering your arms. You're going to breathe in. Ideally, you can go on your toes. If you don't have the balancing, just stay on the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. And you're going to bend your knees. You're sort of like in a squat position at this point. And you're breathing in, and then you're going to breathe out all the oxygen in your system at once. And this will give you a nice buzz, nice energy boost throughout the day. And this is the energy burst. Okay, this is the last exercise. It's to settle everything, to concentrate the energy you just got from your energy burst. And this is calm the spirit. Going to breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe in fully, and then breathe out. It's optional to bend the knees. You're just going to breathe in, and breathe out. And again, breathe in fully, and try to make the exhale very slow. And this is calm the spirit.